Hey, it's Blue. Hope everyone's well. So, the question was asked if hoodoo is a closed practice. So, before I give my official answer to that, let me give my rationale first. Hoodoo is born and bred by Africans who were brought over to America by way of the transatlantic slave process, right? So they get here and they're told by their colonizers and their slave masters, under the threat of hurt, harm, maim, and death, that you have to forget everything that you know and latch on to our European Christianity, which is what most people, all people actually, who are in Christianity are under. It's European Christianity. Came from Africa, and they took it and they kind of, changed some things around, and it's what you have today. So some of our beloved ancestors said, okay, but not really, and said, we're going to find a way to hold on to what we have without you knowing it. And even to this day, when you have the ring shout, when you have everybody at the altar, the laying on of hands, hell, even blowing out birthday candles sometimes, and what we do with that, all of those things come from hoodoo. Hoodoo was demonized by colonizers because A, they had no access to it. B, anytime you have someone that has more power over you, you're going to demonize it, call it bad, so that it would discourage you from practicing and engaging and discourage others. It's almost like a shaming that was done. And it is rightfully ours to be able to practice. What is that practice? We take the energy from nature, combine that with the energy of spirit and astrology, and fortify that with our melanated gift and the power that comes from just being melanated. And you got hoodoo. It's a beautiful thing. It's a rightful thing that we all who have melanin can tap into respectfully. Please don't think you better be respectful about it. And there's a calling on you to engage in that. If there's a calling on you, you need to be engaging and teaching, right? So, now that I've given you the rationale, I can give you the answer. It is closed. It is absolutely closed. And it is for African people and diasporic African Americans. Full stop. Even those who are African in the Caribbean that came there, or their history came by way of the slave trade. It's yours too. Right? Now, let me say this. To people who are not of African descent, I need y'all, instead of trying to latch onto something we've got, tap into what you've got. Every single culture that has ever walked the face of this earth, if you check your ancient history, you will find that there was some level of heightened spiritual intuition, magic, conjure, that was done in your own bloodline. You're going to be much more effective tapping into your own bloodline's order of this type of energy, right? Let me give you the example. A lot, if not most, of the energy that was conjured by African Americans and African diasporic people was because they had to have something to counter, to fight the oppression that they went through, right? So they're calling on spirits, they're calling on gods, they're calling on Olodumare, the supreme God, the Most High. They're calling on all this, and they're tapping into partnering with Christianity, because we already know that the Bible is the best spell book in the whole wide world. Just flip through Psalms and Proverbs alone. There's more, but Psalms for sure. And you tap in, you pulling from those things. We also, because we were basically in the same boat with indigenous Native Americans who were here, we partnered with them, shamanistic rituals, right? And they partnered with us. They have their level of melanin too. So how can someone who is not of that call on the energy to help them in whatever they're doing when your bloodline hails from the very people that oppressed us? It doesn't work. And what you do is that you invite in, you become a portal now for energies to come and tap your ass for doing so. So when the money's low, when the kids are acting up, the man is cheating, the wife is hoeing, whatever the case, you're losing jobs, when all that stuff's happening to you, if you're trying to tap into something that doesn't belong to you, that's what comes with it. I encourage people, y'all look into your own bloodline, look into your own ancient history, and tap into that. And you'll be much more effective. But as far as hoodoo, the beautiful practice of it, to manifest the best in our lives when we had nothing, when we had all the odds against us, and knowing just by the connection that we have from spirit through our melanin that we can do that. It's rightfully ours, and it's closed. And it just needs to be respected that way, like we would respect what your culture does. All right? Good luck to you, and I hope that you are fruitful in your journey. Ashe.
I ain't ready for nobody. I ain't hiding for nobody. I ain't ducking for nobody. I'm right here. I let anybody.